So back before I started this journey of self-improvement, I didn't really have any sense of direction or purpose. All I knew was that I wanted to be rich. I just wanted to make a fuck ton of money. I didn't really care how. I just wanted to make a lot of money. That's all I really knew at the time. And so I would just take each day as it comes, not really having that sense of direction. I didn't really know what to do each day. I didn't have anything to work towards. I didn't have any goals. I didn't set myself any specific goals. And so I was sort of lost, but I didn't really realize it in the moment. And this was before I even got onto self improvement. When I got on self improvement, I still made a few mistakes. So yeah, all I really knew was I just wanted to make a ton of money. I didn't have any direction or purpose. I didn't have anything to work towards. I didn't know exactly what it was I wanted to do in life. I was in university at the time. This is where the turning point happened. I was in uni and I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And obviously when you guys you guys are watching this, you're probably still young. You're probably like in your late teens or maybe your 20s. And when I was at that age, I was about 18, 19. I didn't I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I should be doing each day. I didn't know what goal to work towards, and now that's all changed. I managed to actually set myself goals that I know are right for me and I know are purposeful to me because they mean something, and my goals mean a lot to me. And because of that, I now wake up with a better clarity and understanding of what I need to do each and every day, and I know what I'm working towards, and I know the thing I'm working towards is right for me. So before I actually managed to figure this all out, I was still pretty stuck. I still didn't know exactly what it is I wanted to do. Like I said, I just wanted to make money, right? And at the time, I tried a few different things. So I mapped it all out. I was in first year of uni. I was studying accounting, and I mapped it out. I was like, okay, if I graduate, I can be maybe a financial advisor or something. They make like 60K a year after tax, like 45K or some shit, or 50. Like that's bullshit. I don't want to do that. And so after that, I really struggled with how I could actually make a lot of money. And I came across this video from, you guys probably know Iman Gadji. And in this like video campaign, he had like a campaign of like 3 different videos. And I watched every single one. And during that process, it just made me realize that I needed to own a business, basically, because uni wasn't going to get me anywhere. That was what he was basically reiterating, that a degree won't really make you financially free, right? And I realized that I needed to be a business owner to achieve what I wanted. And so I bought his course, I watched all the videos, and I was just like, I told myself, yeah, I'll do this, like, this is it, I'm just gonna do this, right? From the time of me buying that course and around a year later, I had made barely any progress with finance or even with the business I was trying to do at the time. I had made virtually no progress. And yeah, you could say it was because I didn't put the work in or anything, but there's a reason I didn't want to put the work in, because it wasn't right for me. But I didn't really understand that at the time. I just thought I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't putting the work in. That's what I thought, because that's what everyone says, right? When you fail, you're supposed to get up and try again, try again, try again, which is correct. But it was just hard to get that work done. And so over the course of a few months, I kept trying and trying and trying, and eventually I kept getting better and better and better. And I actually started to make progress in this business that he told me to pursue. Yeah, I started getting better and better. I started making progress, like decent progress. And it came to this day where I really asked myself, is this actually what I want to be doing in a few years' time? Is this how I want to live my life? Is this what I want to actually pursue? And when I asked myself this question, I started to write it all down, like the benefits of what would happen, the negatives of what would happen. So the main benefit was I could be financially free from this business model. That was the main benefit, and I didn't really see any other benefits apart from that. And the disadvantage was I would have to do something I don't like. I would have to do something that doesn't really have any purpose to me, and I would have to do something that doesn't, it might make me feel good because of the money, but there's nothing else apart from that one aspect that comes from it. And so I had to figure out what it actually was that I wanted to do. And the way I came about that was through journaling and asking myself these deeper questions, such as, what am I good at? What do I enjoy? What is my purpose? And how can I turn that into work? Which led me here, creating content, educational content for you guys. I believe that's what my purpose is, becoming the best version of myself. And the way I can make work out of that is by helping others to do the same and teaching others to do the same and teaching them how. If it wasn't for me journaling and writing down these questions, I would have never thought about what it actually is I want to do. I would have never realized that I was doing the wrong thing, I was taking the wrong path at the time. I would have never realized it. Journaling helped me to really think and analyze what it truly is I wanted to do and what my purpose was. And it was only when I did that I finally realized what it was I needed to do. And I found clarity, and I was able to set myself goals. And then when I set myself these goals, I knew what I had to work towards. And now I work towards this goal every single day. And I enjoy it. Before, when I was doing this other bullshit business, I wasn't enjoying it. I was just forcing myself to do it. I actually enjoy what I do now. And that's so much better than just forcing yourself to do something purely because it can benefit you financially. But enough about that. The reason you guys clicked on this video was to understand how you can find direction in your own life. And so you may be in the same shoes I was, where you're trying different things, you find a bit of success, you fail a few times, you don't really know what else to do, you haven't really explored your own interests. And so what it is I would tell you to do is to start journaling and start asking yourself these deeper questions of, what do I actually want to do? What am I good at? What do I care about? How can I turn that into work? And there's this one thing I learned. Shout out to Hamza, by the way. I'll credit him because I learned this from him in one of his videos. Right, there's this task you can do right now, where you just grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and just write down everything you've ever thought about doing in your life. Just not like every single little action, like every kind of job or business or every way you would think about making money, right? You write every single idea you've had down, and then you start thinking about the negatives of each one. So let's say you wanted to become a professional footballer, right? That was one of your ideas. You write that down and you think about what would the negatives of this be. So a major negative would be that you have to train every single day for years upon years, and then you might not even make it at the last hurdle. You might be rejected. So that could be a negative, and then you can cross it out. Another one could be you wanna be a surgeon because that's your passion or whatever. But the disadvantage of that is that you have to like qualify for you have to get all these qualifications. You have to study for like 8 years, and you don't really want to do that because in the end, is it really worth it? And then so you might cross that out, and then you just keep on going, right? Literally write down every single thought you've had of your profession or what kind of work you might want to do, or if you want to be a business owner and what kind of business model that is, right? Write down every single idea. Think about the disadvantages of each one. Cross out the ones you don't like the idea of. And when you find one where the disadvantage is actually something you'd be like, wait, hang on, that's not actually that bad. Like, I don't really care about that. So an example of that could be becoming a professional fighter or something, or no, let's say being a content creator. The disadvantage is you have to create things every single day. You have to maybe face like hate comments. You have to put yourself out there into the world. You have to share personal information maybe. And there's some people that could actually think, wait, hang on, that's not really a bad thing. Like I don't really give a fuck about hate comments. I don't give a fuck about having to put myself out there because it will be beneficial to others and it will increase my confidence. And so that's an advantage. And when you come to that point of seeing the kind of work you desire and then looking at the disadvantage as an actual advantage, that's what you should pursue, and that's where your purpose lies. And that's exactly how I did it. Shout out to Hamza, by the way. And when you can do these things, when you start journaling and asking yourself these deeper questions, you will genuinely figure out what it is you want to do and what it is you need to do. And when you can do those things, you can then set yourself goals to be able to work towards it each and every day. And you will find direction, you will find purpose, and you will find clarity within yourself. And that is key to living a happy life. Stay disciplined.